Yeah, pause YouTube, how's it going? Everybody got for you guys today the final part of the UU session. If you guys didn't miss the first three parts, a link to those will be down in the description, so make sure to go check them out. And I got one major announcement that I'd like to mention. For those of you who don't know, when this is going to be uploaded, I'm actually going to be in Las Vegas with the King Nappy, PK Sparks, Cuddles of Death, Twit, and Chino World, and we're apparently going to be having a fan meetup on Saturday at 1 p.m. I don't know if any of you live in Las Vegas, but if you do, then come out. We're going to be there for a couple hours, like in the food court or something. I'll leave the directions in the description. It's some mall. It's the South Mall, not the North Mall, I think. I don't know. Just take the description. So for those of you who live in Las Vegas and like to meet me, King Nappy, and everybody else, then yeah, come out Saturday at 1 p.m. So that should be fun. But yeah, if you guys, as I mentioned, if you guys did miss the first few parts, those will be down in the description. Also, of course, if you guys do enjoy this, then make sure to hit the like button. Support is really appreciated. So with that being said, let's get into the battle. Alright, so it turns out my mic was like 5 feet away from me, so the audio should be a little bit better now. Also, if you hear background noise, it's my brother and my family, pretty much. But yeah, we got a match in. This unit is a pretty fun looking team. I like the Nido Queen and the Flygon. Toxic Spikes are not really going to come in too handy against this Nido Queen. I'm probably just going to lead off with my Manchow, I think, as he ends up leading off with a Metagross. I'm going to go ahead and just go straight for the U-turn as I get a crit turn 1. Very lucky on my part. And he's gonna go for the Zen Headbutt. Ooh. I actually thought about staying in and just going for the knockoff, thinking he would Stealth Rocks, but yeah, good thing I did not do that, as I can just Mega Evolve and go for the Hydro Pump. Luckily I do not miss, and that still does a pretty solid chunk of damage to the Umbreon, which I'm really happy about. And I'm just gonna go for it again, as he just ends up going for the Protect. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with this. I guess this is where having Aura Sphere would come in handy, but I guess it isn't too big of a deal. And actually, Manchow might be able to put in some work against his team. And I'm going to predict him just to want to go for the Protect this turn and switch into my Roserade, as he does do so. So what I can do now is basically put something to sleep for free. As much as I would love to get up T-Spikes, I can't due to the fact that he does have this Nido Queen, which kind of sucks. So what I'm going to do this turn, I'm going to try to get up my rocks. That'll be a nice little start. And hopefully he doesn't get the first turn away, because that would actually be really bad for me. And that's my nephew, if you hear him. Gonna go ahead and put the timer. This is looking like, honestly, this is looking like a tough matchup, because this Umbreon is a bit of an issue to my team, especially because he'll most likely have Foul Play, which means my Chandelure can't just really set up on him, and unfortunately he does end up getting the first turn wake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the U-turn, as he ends up bringing in the Metagross. I'm fine with this, because what I can do is just probably bring in my Blastoise, to be honest. I was thinking about bringing in Roserade, but I remember that he does have the Hydro Pump. I'm actually going to end up going for the Dark Pulse, because I want to say, yeah, because it's super effective. Then I got the Mega Launcher, and it's just going to switch back into the Umbreon. Okay. If he really wants to play this game, we can. Eventually, he's not going to wake up first turn. So, he has Toxic. Okay, he has Protect, Toxic, Heal Bell most likely, and Wish, which means he might not have Foul Play. If he doesn't have Foul Play, guys, this is huge. This is huge, because then my Chandelure can just come in and is going to body him. Gonna make a risky play. Gonna make a really, really risky play, and I'm going to bring in Chandelure. Gonna bring in Chandelure, and what I'm going to do is actually go for the Substitute. Because this is where we're going to find out if he does have Foul Play or not. Actually, he might have. Actually, did he go for Heal Bell? No, he didn't go for Heal Bell yet. See, I'm gonna go for Calm Mind, as he tries to pass it off to the, which means he does not have the Foul Play. Yes. Oh, Chandelure. Chandelure's about to put in all kinds of work, and I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for the Flamethrower, as this should be an easy 2KO, and it is. So after Flamethrower, I think I can honestly just go for the Shadow Ball. Because I really have no reason not to if for some reason he wants to switch into Flygon. And he's just going to go for the Protect. I don't really care. I could have just substituted that turn actually. But it's whatever, to be honest. As I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Shadow Ball. Considering that Flamethrower did 71%. Even though Flamethrower is a little bit stronger, it's not really going to end up being too game changing. As he just... Why? Don't tell me he does have Foul Play. I don't believe this. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I'm actually so nervous, like, because if he does not have Foul Play, his Umbreon is literally set up fodder for this Chandelure. And I'm sitting at +1 too, so Flamethrower is going to be doing a lot of damage to this thing. I think he's just trying to figure out what he can do. Because he knows I'm going to substitute. He has to sack something. If anything, he should have just sacked Nidoqueen. And he tries to go for the Toxic, bad play on his part. Because now I can get up to +2. I don't think I've actually got up to +2 with this session with Chandelure. And we know a +1, it does a lot of damage. So imagine a +2. I think that's like Spexed power right there. Don't quote me on that though, I don't know. Maybe. Could it be Spexed? Well, I'm not max special attack. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Subcom Mine Chandelure. This thing is doing a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest with you guys. So he's going to try to pass off the Wish to something. I'm actually going to Shadow Ball and be aggressive. And I'm going to be able to knock out this Nidoqueen, which is really great. Which means he has to choose something else to get knocked out. Actually, he can honestly just bring in Alakazam. What I'm thinking is he was probably trying to get me to Calm Mind, then bring in Alakazam and go for the Encore. Because that's probably what I would have tried to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and Shadow Ball because I really lose nothing in doing so. And he probably does have the Focus Sash. Or he's probably Life Orbed and it just dies. So Chandelure already getting rid of 2 potential threats. And now I can't T-Spikes to be able to take on this Umbreon. So he brings in the Flygon. I definitely think he's just going to go for the Earthquake. Unfortunately, I have no flying types on this team, or Pokemon with Levitate, which really sucks, actually. Chandelure is my win condition for sure. It's definitely my win condition, so I want to keep that. Roserade. Honestly, I think Roserade is the most expendable team member, even though it would be nice to get up T-Spikes for that Umbreon. As I mentioned, I can honestly just sit up all over it with my Chandelure. So right now I'm thinking of getting rid of Umbreon. Blastoise can still just come in handy because it can Rapid Spin rocks away. I can apply a pressure to the Infernape because I should be able to live any hit. Alakazam has the Focus Sash intact, which would be nice for that Umbreon so I can Encore it. And Jirachi can U-turn and flinch, so yeah, I'm thinking maybe Roserade. Well, no, because I can still put something to sleep. Oh, decisions. Alakazam maybe? No, Focus Sash. I'm gonna Blastoise. I don't know. I think Roserade was the better play. I honestly think Roserade was the better play, but I don't know. I still want to keep it because I think being able to put something to sleep is gonna come in handy, and then I can still T-Spikes and all this stuff. As I can just bring in Alakazam, and I'm just gonna go for Dazzling Gleam. I wanted to bring in. Actually, no, I should have brought in Mancha. I think I might have jumped the gun with this play. Oh, I got a crit. I don't know how much that really mattered. As he brings in the Metagross, and he's probably just gonna go for Bullet Punch. So what I'm gonna do is switch it to my Jirachi, and he pays me back with the crit, which obviously does not matter as much as the one I got on him. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Fire Punch, because I'm thinking maybe he thinks I have nothing to hit him with, and then this way I'll catch him off guard. Maybe I can get a burn. I don't know. I mean, if the crit did matter, I would have brought Flygon down to the point where I could have U-turned. And I don't really think that I'll be using Alakazam much. As he gets up to Stealth Rocks. Definitely expected him to do that one. Ah, I should have U-turned. As I was scratching my eye, I was like, wait, he has a Fernape. honestly, I'm not worried about Infernape though. So what I'm gonna do is just U-turn, as he gets a crit again. I don't want to say that crit mattered, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do is bring in Manshow, and I can honestly just high jump kick, because I should be able to live a Mach Punch, as he's gonna just sack off the Umbreon, knowing that it is useless to him, as I get really lucky and I miss. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I'm gonna be able to bring in my Chandelure, and I'm just gonna go ahead and substitute, because again, this thing is just setup fodder for my Chandelure. So let's see what he wants to do. Behind a sub, I get a free kill. Really? Okay, so he went for the Wish, which means he's probably going to try to pass it off. So what I'm going to do is be aggressive and just go for the Shadow Ball, as this should be enough. Yes! Ah! That is game. That is game. I win. I win. Chandelure taking down 5/6 of his team. Oh my lord. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is important to run foul play on your Umbreons. There is no reason to not run foul play on Umbreon, because if you have foul play, I would have had a much tougher time in this match, and now I can just calm mind. See, look, Alakazam, the crit did not matter in the long run, because I knew I wouldn't end up using Alakazam most likely, because Bullet Punch and then Mach Punch on Infernape. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and calm mind up, and what I'm gonna do is just Flamethrower this turn, and that is gonna be game, because I can easily get up to +6 on this Umbreon, and then eventually, most likely, to a KO it. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the session, and as I mentioned at the beginning, if you would like to see the first 3 parts of the session, I was going over there when the camera's over here, then a link to those will be down in the description, so make sure to go check them out. Also, don't forget about the fan meetup on Saturday for those of you who live in Las Vegas. I would really like to meet some of you guys if y'all do live out there, which I don't think you may, but if there's even just one person, that would actually honestly just make me happy. So yeah, and now you guys know what I look like, so that's a plus. But yeah, I'm just gonna tell him GG, because there's really nothing he can do. It's game at this point. I'm a +3 already. Oh, good lord, that did so much more damage than I thought it would. Holy crap. Yeah, his rating wasn't bad either. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the team once more. Here we got a good old Calm Mind Chandelure, and this thing is getting in the way. I don't know why. Then we have Roserade, which actually did really come in handy with T-Spikes earlier in the session. We have Scarf Manshell, which is still a monster. Jirachi did not do as well as I had hoped, but it still put in some work. Then we have good old Mega Blastoise, which I really like Mega Blastoise. And then finally off we have the good old serial killer, which is Alakazam, which originally was Togekiss, but after I recorded the first part, Togekiss got moved up to BL, and apparently Alakazam got moved up as well. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, with that being said guys, you know what to do if you did enjoy, and I will see you all tomorrow hopefully. So yeah, later.